Here comes Abbott then, running towards us. Oh, it's a good one. Beats him outside the off stump, does he? No. Yes, he does. There goes the finger of the umpire, and we have a wicket with the second ball of the day. Kyle Abbott round the wicket, a little wider at the crease, wraps Slater on the pads, and he's gone. It's the second wicket of the morning for Hampshire. Slater's gone for 19. LBW to Kyle Abbott. Here's Abbott bowling to Moores, and that's a thick outside edge. Going to get off the mark is Moores, and he might get off the mark with a boundary as well as the ball comes towards us here at the Radcliffe Road end, and it's gone for 4. Here is Abbott once more, bowling to Moores, and he's bowled him! Sent the off stump, cartwheeling. Tom Moores bowled, and he's on his way for 4. It's a third wicket of the morning for Hampshire. It's a third wicket of the morning. He's over the wicket and bowls, and that's a nice looking shot. That's going to bring a boundary for Joe Clark, driving through the covers. So that short boundary, and that is 4 more to the total. Here comes Abbott then, running towards us, bowls, and that's a thick edge just past the diving hand of James Vince at third slip. Going to run away down to the third boundary for 4. Bowls to Haynes, and that's driven nicely for 4. Through the covers, just a little floaty and a little full from Mohammed Abbas, not the end to the over that he was looking for.
3 slips waiting. Joe Clark plays that late, runs it down to third man. Is it going to go? Yeah, runs away for 4. So these two look organised at the crease. Over the wicket, still got the 3 slips in play. Oh, he's tried to pull that one, Joe Clark. Top edge. Oh, I think it might have just bounced just short. At deep square, 2 fielders interested. It has indeed been signalled for 6. Oh, goes forward. That's a lovely shot. Presses forward, dispatches that the straight back face through extra cover.
Barker in once more. That's down the leg side. Gets something on that, does Clark. It's going to run down to the fine leg boundary for 4, and looks like he got a glove on it. Nigel Long signals 4.
Morgan in once more. Oh, slapped away dismissively through the offside from Joe Clark. Excellent work on the boundary there. Save 3 runs. And that brings up 50 for Joe Clark. Played a lovely innings here actually. He was tested early.
Sainsbury, Colin Ingleby Mackenzie, Derek Shackleton all playing in that game as Abbas starts a new over, and that's cut nicely out to Ali Orr, who's running away from us at deep forward point, and he doesn't, I can't quite see because I've got a window in my way, but he doesn't manage to cut that off, and it's gone. Abbas in once more to Clark, short one, gets a glove on it, through to Ben Brown. Is he gone? Yes he is. They've got Joe Clark, and Abbas celebrates with real emotion. You could probably hear him there on the effects mic. Abbas on his way, that's down the leg side, get something on it, does Haynes. I think it's off his pad, is it? Runs to the fine leg boundary, no, signalled as runs I think. Abbott running towards us from that Stuart Broad end, bowls, thick inside edge from Haynes. That'll bring him his 50 though as the ball runs down to fine leg. Felix Organ will do the fielding, they'll come back for a second, will be a little tight, but they get through in the end. 50 for Jack Haynes to begin a new over, and that's a reverse swept nicely from Haynes to the left-hand side of Keith Barker, who is at short third man, and that's going to go away for 4. Organ once again to Haynes, this time coming down the track. As he caught a short leg? He is! Thick inside edge, took a couple of strides down the pitch, did Jack Haynes, and he got a thick inside edge, and the ball looped up pretty quickly though to Fletcher Middleton. I think I bought an old John Newbery bat from him, as this is driven by Calvin Harrison out to that short boundary at deep extra cover, and it's gone for 4, as the applause will tell you.
Happy birthday, Chris. He won't be listening, he'll be playing for...
Reverse sweep from Calvin Harrison. Lovely looking shot to the right hand side of Keith Barker, who does not move an inch. He survives. 188 for 6. Lead 147 for Nottinghamshire as Organ is in once more. Fires that one down the leg side, and it's a catch of short fine leg. What a catch! Oh, Lyndon James, what have you done?
As Dawson comes in again to Stone. We've spoken too soon about the ends. Stone trying to ramp it, paddle it round the corner. Not sure if it was bat onto glove or if it just looped up off some kind of a piece of equipment.
There's Felix Organ bowling, and a lovely reverse sweep from Calvin Harrison gets that away for 4. We're 6 overs away from tea. And Organ bowls another reverse, and again he's got it away for 4. Well, he's tried it 3 times in this over. Twice he's executed it for 4.
Evidently don't want to be bowling at Calvin Harrison in this situation, as he comes in once more. So gone back, tried to work that into the vacant leg side. Pennington there, he struck on the pad. Finger goes straight here from the umpire, and Dawson's got another 2 and 2 overs for him.
9, another cluster of wickets since I last spoke to you, so we're right down at the dying embers of the innings, although a useful boundary just thumped away through the offside by Calvin Harrison.
Harrison down the track, he misses it and he's stumped. And that is that. Calvin Harrison stumped for 24, and Nottinghamshire all out for 209. Gap at mid-on as Stone's in, and he's driving through the covers, and he's going to get 4 for that, is he? Ball running out to that long boundary at extra cover. Dane Patterson, I think it is, will give chase, but the ball trickles over the boundary.
Definitely for those who like to head the ball frequently, as Pennington comes in once more. Oh, it's lobbed up. Oh, it's an absolute one-handed screamer from Haseeb Hameed, who takes that unbelievably casually, running over his shoulder at mid-wicket, sticks out his left hand. I couldn't watch as Pennington comes in once more. Oh, that's another absolute hanger from Calvin Harrison. That is an unbelievable catch, short and wide from Pennington. Lyndon James. That's punched down the ground quite effortlessly from Middleton. Chase in vain from Haseeb Hameed as it runs away for 4.
Next one's driven away through the offside, and that'll go for 4. That's a final ball of the 15th over. South Africa's Dane Patterson ball strikes him on the pad! Second time in the game, Patterson gets Vince. James Vince, almost an apologetic wave of the arm. Take somebody out of the game if you suspect he might be suffering from concussion.
Dawson driving straight to the fielder on the offside in front of square. Dawson goes, and unlike Felix Organ, who stood there waiting for a little while, Dawson turns around and he's already halfway back to the pavilion. He's just chipped that one on the up, straight to that fielder.
Patterson in final delivery of his over. Oh, it's absolutely castled him. He's sprinting off as Dane Patterson. It's a lovely delivery, straight through the defences of Ben Brown. Oh, just flicked off his legs, not far away from Joe Clark with a good sprawling effort, but that's going to be 4 leg byes, signalled by Nigel Long.
Fuller on strike to Pennington bowls, and on the back foot, that's a lovely looking shot. Beautiful from James Fuller, just sat back on that, punched it through the covers. Haseeb Hameed